My beloved child, stop scrolling. This message is not an accident. I speak to you now because the hour has turned. The wind has shifted. Something carrying your name has been released, and it is moving toward you through paths you cannot see. Do not be troubled by what looks late or lost. Heaven has seen what you cannot. The hidden fortune is not only coins and contracts. It is favor that opens gates where there were walls. It is restored time, like days returning to your hands. It is protection that surrounds your steps as wings around a candle. It is the calm center in a loud room. It is the stillness that breaks fear like thin glass. At this hour I stand with the sword of light unsheathed over your house. I cut away whispers that kept you small. I cancel the story that told you you were behind. You are not behind. You are being aligned. The window is small, but it is open. Time is moving, but it is on your side when you stand in the light. You ask if you missed your moment. Believe me, your moment has not missed you. It learned the route through storms. It learned to arrive by another road. Listen. In the days ahead, the wind will speak softly. In a quiet place you will feel a weight lift, and you will know I have stepped into the room. That is your sign to breathe, to be still, to let me set your pace. Do not chase. Do not argue with shadows. Do not return to doors I have closed. I am guiding you to a gate with your name carved upon it. You will pass through in peace. Hold your courage. Guard your words. Watch for the small light that seems ordinary until it floods everything. I am near. At this hour a sealed gift is traveling toward you, and no hand of sabotage will intercept it. The path is prepared, but I will teach you the sign and the seal so you will not be deceived by lookalikes. Now lean closer, for the next breath will show you how heaven marks what is yours. If you receive this part, type 111 now. I know the ache of waiting. I know the blur of many voices that promise and then vanish like fog. I saw the days when you wondered if you made a wrong turn. Hear me. What is truly yours carries a seal. It does not beg. It does not bribe. It does not hurry you into fear. My seal rests like a quiet weight that settles the heart. My seal arrives with a clean stillness that does not argue for attention. When the hidden fortune draws near, the air around you clears. Thoughts line up. Peace becomes louder than noise. That is my mark. You have asked for a sign. The first sign is simple. It is righteous interruption. It is a gentle stop at the moment you would have rushed. A message waits until you are ready. The door holds for you at the exact second you walk by. A stranger speaks what you prayed in secret and does not even know it. These are small threads. Do not despise them. Heaven often hides big answers inside small moments. The window is small, but it is open. Time is moving, yet I slow it when you need to see. There are counterfeit signals. They flatter. They demand. They call you special but do not honor your boundaries. They push you into secrecy. They crave quick agreement and punish simple questions. They look like light but do not warm the room. Do not let hunger lead you into a snare. You will know the false because it steals your peace and makes you hide. The true carries you into the open. The true invites wise counsel. The true can wait. The true does not fear the light. I give you a test for timing. Sit for a short stillness and ask, is this peace or pressure? If it is pressure, step back. If it is peace, Step forward one small step. When it is me, one step will open to two. When it is not me, one step will feel heavy and mean. I am not mean. I am patient and firm. I am gentle and strong. I correct without shaming. I lead without dragging. My path is clear even when it is narrow. Mark your days. Write 3 lines each morning. Write what you see, what you feel, and what you know to be true. This simple act will show you the seal. Patterns will appear. You will notice the same time on the clock. You will hear the same phrase in 2 places. You will see the same color or sign near a choice. These are not toys. These are small flags along a path. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I am leaving you breadcrumbs of light so you do not fear the turns. Guard your gates, your eyes, your ears, your mouth. Do not repeat words that sign contracts with delay. Do not say, I always miss it. Do not say, it never works for me. Break those lines and speak this instead. I am aligned. My steps are ordered. What is mine will not pass me by. Speak it softly. Speak it daily. You are not convincing me. You are shaping your gate so the sealed gift can pass. I will also send a second seal. It is provision for the next step before you take it. Not all of it. Only enough for trust. A tool arrives before the task. A name appears before the call. A small payment lands before the open door. This is how I train your sight. You will see the corner of the promise before the whole room opens. Thank me at the corner. Gratitude is a key that fits every door I open. If you have been tricked before, be at peace. I redeem the years. I write the lines. I turn losses into lessons that pay dividends. You are not late. You are being taught to read the seal. Hold the line. Keep the small vows. Pay attention to the quiet wait that stays when the noise stops. That is me. Now prepare your heart. The sign and the seal will carry you through the next part. The wind must lift. The ground must shake. Not to break you, but to break the things that could not hold your blessing. The storm will reveal the path, and you will not be alone within it. Type 222 to confirm heaven's witness. At this hour the wind is lifting because it must. The soil around old roots is loosening because it must. Do not mistake the shaking as punishment. It is protection. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I turn the sky and call the rain to wash away what would have poisoned your harvest. The window is small, and time is moving, so I am clearing your lane with a holy storm. Feel the Archangel. Feel the sound of the rain over the roots of fear. I am here within the thunder, not to frighten you, but to draw a bright line where confusion tried to blur your edges. The storm is my kind surgery. Wind takes what was never anchored in me. Rain softens what became too hard to bend. Fire touches what pretended to be strong but crumbles under true heat. You prayed for clarity. This is clarity. The friend who only stayed for the drought will shrink from the rain. The plan that only worked in darkness will fade under light. The habit that promised comfort will be revealed as a thief. Do not chase what I am removing. Let it go like leaves leaving a branch in autumn. You are not dying. You are making room. Listen beneath the noise. There is a rhythm under the thunder. It is the steady drum of your real name. Speak it in the storm. Say I am kept. Say I am covered. Say I am aligned. Every time you speak truth, you place another tent peg into the ground, and your shelter holds. Fear will try to tell you the storm is proof you are off the path. Hear me. The storm is proof you are on it. The enemy does not spend wind on empty fields. The wind is how I reveal the trail that was hidden under the dust of delay. Right while it rains. Keep a simple page open. And note the doors that swing on their own. Note the calls that feel heavy and the ones that feel light. Note the sudden memory that rises like a warning. I teach you in patterns. I teach you in quiet repeats. A phrase will come back 3 times. A color will follow you across a day. A scripture or simple sentence will stand up in your chest and keep standing. These are the markers I placed for you while the weather changes. You asked for a map. I am giving you a living compass. Do not argue with the wind. Anchor your words instead. Clean words. Clean choices. Clean gates. Close the window to old agreements that let rain in where there should be rest. The storm is not against you. It is for you. It is rinsing the steps and lighting the next one. Watch for the break in the clouds. It will come faster than you expect. You will feel the moment when the pressure lets go of your shoulders. That is the place to move. That is the place to step. Do not delay in that hour, because the window is small and peace is your green light. I have set angels around you with wings outstretched. I have positioned my sword of light to the east and the west of your path. The blade is bright, and its brightness alone is a wall against what stalked you in the dark. You are not alone in this clearing. You are guarded in motion. You are escorted in rest. Even in the noise I am speaking in a still small voice, and it will not be drowned. Put your hand over your heart and breathe. You will feel my nearness like warm light on cold hands. When the storm passes, you will see what it revealed. Dead branches will be on the ground. Old nets will be torn. Hidden stones will be uncovered so you do not trip tomorrow. You will also see the narrow gate, clean and waiting. To pass through, you will need to stand under protection and refuse the old contracts that tried to return with the rain. I will show you how to stand. I will show you how to use the sword of light. Dot 333 to stand in clear light. If this storm word steadies you, take a moment to share it so a searching heart finds shelter. Stay aligned with future revelations by subscribing and turning on notifications. Your presence and support help this light reach those who need it most. At this hour I teach you how to stand. The rain has rinsed the path, and the wind has cleared the air. But standing requires practice. You do not need to be loud to be strong. You do not need to fight in the way the world fights. Your strength is alignment. Your shield is obedience. Your covering is my presence resting upon you like warm light on a winter window. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am giving you simple protocols that guard your gates and steady your steps as the hidden fortune draws near. Begin with your words. Clean words. Clean choices. Clean gates. Your mouth is a gate. You sign unseen agreements every day with what you say. Fear loves to rush you into quick sentences that make long problems. Do not say I am unlucky. Do not say I always fail. Do not say no one helps me. These lines open doors to thieves. Close them. Speak this instead. I am kept. I am guided. I am not alone. My steps are ordered. When you speak in the light gathers around your path. It is simple enough for a child. Speak life and you build a fence of peace around your house. Guard your eyes. Your eyes are gates that set directions. Do not stare at what drains you. Do not keep studying old losses as if they can teach you new hope. Glance at the problem, but gaze at the promise. Let your eyes rest on what is clean, what is true, what is helpful, what is steady. When your eyes rest on light, your whole body fills with it. I am training your vision because seeing clearly keeps you from stepping into hidden nets. Guard your ears. Your ears are also gates. Not every voice that calls you family carries your future. Learn the sound of peace. Learn the sound of accountability. Listen for the voice that points you toward light and not toward secrecy. When you feel a message pulling you into hiding, step back. When you feel a message honoring the slow and the honest, step forward. The window is small, so do not waste it with gossip, envy, or stories that shrink your faith. Feed on words that stretch your courage. Now receive the armor I have laid out for you. Wear truth like a belt that holds everything in place. Keep your chest covered with right choices that guard your heart from sharp lies. Walk with the readiness that comes from peace, so your feet find stable ground even on wet stones. Hold up trust like a shield and watch the hot words of fear fall short. Let your mind stay wrapped in the certainty that you are mine. Let your hands hold my word like a simple tool that works in every season. These images are not pretend. They are the shape of safety. Practice them until they feel natural when the night is loud. Stand under my sword of light. I am not pointing it at you. I am raising it over you. Its brightness forms a boundary. What stopped you at night turns away at dawn. I assign angels to the corners of your dwelling, north and south, east and west. They do not sleep on their watch. They do not argue with the dark. They stand, and their standing says no. When you feel a sudden stillness settle in a room, that is their arrival. Honor that stillness and do not break it with careless talk. Beware of agreements spoken in fear. Fear offers crooked bargains. It says, if I shrink, I will be safe. It says, if I rush, I will not lose. It says, if I hide, I will not be hurt. Fear is a poor broker. It always takes more than it promised. Break those bargains aloud. Say, I cancel my agreement with fear. I cancel my agreement with shame. I cancel my agreement with scarcity. Then replace them. Say, I agree with courage. I agree with honor. I agree with provision. These are not empty lines. They are keys turning in locks that have been stuck for years. Keep your rhythm small and holy. Begin your day with a breath that remembers me. End your day with a thanks that returns the weight of worry to my hands. Forgive quickly so that old storms cannot live in your chest. Be generous in small ways so your heart stays open to large gifts without panic. Step away from rooms where your peace dies. Step into rooms where light multiplies. I will nudge you. I will confirm. I will send a quiet yes that lingers longer than your doubt. You are protected in motion and protected in rest. The sword of light does not tire. Angelic order surrounds your name. The hidden fortune is moving, and protection is moving with it. Stand under what I provide and you will not be soaked by fear. Stand under what I provide and you will hear my steps beside yours. This is how you hold ground as the next part unfolds. For now we must address the old agreements that tried to follow you through the rain. Type 444 for protection over your name. At this hour we turn to the quiet papers you signed without knowing. Old agreements sit like dust on shelves in the mind. They were written in hard days. They were stamped in nights when fear sounded like a friend. I saw you when you whispered, "Maybe this is all I get." I saw you when you said, "I will not ask again." These lines became ropes. These ropes became delays. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I have come to cut them, to burn them, to free your steps where they stuck. Say this with me in a voice as simple as breathing. I break agreement with delay. I break agreement with shame. I break agreement with scarcity. I break agreement with smallness. Feel the tug as cords loosen. Feel the air move in rooms that felt tight. You are not begging. You are choosing. The window is small, but it is open, and you are walking through it with clean hands and a light pack. Some agreements were made through names others put on you. Words like always late, too much, not enough, bad with money, hard to love. These are not labels. These are locks. I hold the keys. I hand them to you now. Use them. Say, "I am on time. I am a blessing. I am more than enough in my care. I am wise with what I carry. I am loved, and I love well." Watch the locks click. Hear the chains slip from the door. Now we reclaim ground. Lost ground hides in small places. In the apology you never gave. In the talent you buried. In the letter you never sent. In the plan you shelved because one person laughed. Go gently, but go. Make the call. Finish the small piece. Clean the corner of the room that tells you a story every time you pass by. When you straighten what you control, you prepare space for what I will deliver. This is not busy work. This is trust with hands. Do not fear the past. I am not shaming you with it. I am harvesting it. The years that looked wasted become oil for your lamp. The tears that fell in secret become water for your new garden. You are not behind. You are being aligned. Time is moving, and I am returning time to you. I bring back moments you thought were gone by giving you better moments now. I do not recycle pain. I redeem it. Some agreements were attached to money in ways that made your hands stiff. Promises like if I hold too tight, I will be safe, or if I spend, I will be empty. Money is a messenger, not a master. Each a deserve. Give a small gift where you felt fear. Save a small amount where you felt careless. Ask me before you sign. Invite wisdom to look with you. The hidden fortune I am sending is not bait. It is provision with purpose. It will not own you. It will serve your calling. You will feel resistance while you break these lines. Old bargains try to return as you sleep. They knock in familiar voices. They overheard us with secret costs. Do not open. I have assigned angels to stand at your doors. I have set my sword of light at your thresholds. If a thought requires you to hide, it is not from me. If a plan demands you to rush, it is not from me. The true path can wait one prayer. The true path holds eye contact with the light. Write the replacements plainly. Where fear said, "Stay small," write, "I expand in peace." Where shame said, "Be quiet," write, "I speak with honor." Where scarcity said, "There is not enough," write, "There is enough for my assignment and more to share." Put these lines where your eyes will find them in the morning. Speak them over your room like you would open curtains to let the day in. The more you agree with truth, the more truth rearranges your world. Now gather what is yours. Gather the scattered notes. Gather the idea that kept returning. Gather the names of 2 people you can bless and 2 who can advise you. I am sending you maps in the shape of people. Helpers are waiting on the other side of this clean break. They will not drain you. They will not rival you. They will stand beside you like pillars, quiet and strong. We will speak about them next, for the window is small and the timing of helpers is holy. Type 555 to step through the small window. At this hour I am arranging people like stars on a map you could not draw by yourself. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am sending you helpers who carry bridges in their hands. They will not arrive to make you small. They will arrive to lift what is heavy so your steps can stay steady. The window is small and time is moving, so I am timing these arrivals with care. Do not be surprised when a name returns to your mind 3 times in one day. Do not be surprised when an old connection becomes a new passage. I am threading doors into conversations. I am tucking keys into simple greetings. Pay attention. A true helper does not compete with your calling. They do not rush you into shadows. They do not ask for loyalty that costs you your peace. A true helper brings clean peace and bright focus. When they speak, confusion leaves the room. When they leave, your courage stays. Your presence does not tangle your heart. It unties it. You will know them by the way your spirit rises without straining. You will know them by the way they honor right order. They are not perfect, but they are healthy. They are not loud, but they are strong. They bless your boundaries and make room for your pace. I will also send skilled hands who know things you do not. You not fear this. You are not supposed to know everything. I have placed wisdom in the body on purpose. One will carry the map for a task you could not finish alone. Another will carry a question that unlocks your next step. Another will stand at a gate with favor you could not earn. When the door opens, step through with simple clarity. Say what you carry. Say what you need. Say what you cannot do. Humility is not weakness. Humility is a key that turns time locks. The doors I set for you will have your name carved on them. You do not need to scratch for access or beg for a welcome. The sound of your steps will match the floor inside. The smell of the room will feel like home. A timed door rarely looks grand. It looks right. It looks small enough to miss and strong enough to hold. Watch for a door that opens with one clean yes and does not punish your pause for prayer. That is mine. Watch for favor that arrives as order, not as flattery. That is mine. I do not bait. I build. Here is how you can test a helper in the door without fear. Pause and ask 3 simple questions in the light. Does this increase my peace? Does this honor my boundaries? Does this require secrecy I would be ashamed to explain? If peace rises and boundaries stand and truth is welcome, take one small step. If pressure rises and boundaries wobble and secrecy is demanded, step back. I am not hiding your path in a puzzle you cannot solve. I am teaching you to read my voice in your chest and in your day. You not ignore the small confirmations. The tool will arrive before the task. A letter will come before the meeting. Transportation will sort itself at the hour you thought it would fail. This is how I mark time doors. I line up enough for trust, not enough to remove faith. I do not drown you in details. I invite you into partnership. Ask me questions. I will answer through peace, through people, through patterns, through a sentence that will not leave you. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I will speak in ways you cannot miss if you remain still for a short moment each day. Beware of the hidden drain. A drain smiles wide but pulls your focus off your assignment. A drain loves your attention more than your growth. A drain turns every path back toward itself. You will feel tired after short talks. You will feel smaller after small requests. Do not be cruel. Be clear. Bless them and step away. Your energy is a holy resource. Your attention is a gate. Keep it for your lane and for those I set beside you to run. When a helper arrives, honor them with honesty. Say thank you. Keep your yes small and your no clean. Bring your work to the table ready. Do not romanticize the door. Student. Show up on time with a clear mind and a soft voice. Give credit. Share light. I am building a story that blesses more than one house. The hidden fortune is not only for you. It is for the ones I will feed through your increase, the ones I will shelter in your shade, the ones who will see your peace and find their own. If a door seems late, breathe. I am not late. I am aligning steps on both sides of the threshold. I am rescuing you from opportunities that would have owned you. I am preparing rooms so you do not inherit chaos with favor. Trust me when I slow the clock. Trust me when I speed it up. I am not cruel with time. I am kind with it. The window is small, and I am guiding you through it without bruises. The next part is to learn the difference between what looks like fortune and what carries my blessing. Some offers will glitter and pull. Some paths will shine with borrowed light. You must see the counterfeit to protect the real. We will uncover it now. Type 777 to seal canceled agreements. At this hour I open your eyes. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I will show you the difference between glitter and glory, between bait and blessing, between a quick shine and a holy light that does not fade. The hidden fortune is moving, and the window is small, so you must know what to welcome and what to refuse. Time is moving, and some offers will run at you with wide smiles. Do not be afraid of choice. Stand in stillness for a short breath, and I will divide truth from trick right in front of you. The counterfeit arrives with rush. It hurries your breath. It takes your peace and calls the panic excitement. It keeps you from simple questions. It speaks in circles when you ask for clarity. It asks for secret yeses. It flatters your hunger but starves your soul. When you leave the room, you feel taller for a second, then smaller for a day. Watch for the mask. Watch for words that sparkle but do not explain. Watch for promises that grow bigger when you do not look at the fine lines. If an offer needs darkness to live, it is not mine. The anointed provision arrives with a quiet weight. It settles your shoulders. It widens your breath. It can sit in the light without blushing. It welcomes wise counsel without fear. It does not punish your pause for prayer. It is strong and simple. It fits your calling like a key fits its own door. You will notice that your courage does not need to pretend. Your voice stays gentle and clear. Your boundaries stand like trees beside a river. The room feels like home even if the walls are new. This is my way. Counterfeit fortune bribes you with identity. It promises to make you someone. It paints your name big and your character small. It sets you on a stage and hides the trap door under a rug. It says, take it now or lose it forever. It says, do not tell anyone. It says, sign first and think later. I do not speak like that. I do not shame you into speed. I do not hold your future hostage. I do not make you lie to keep a gift. My gifts do not require you to shrink your truth. Anointed provision does not own you. It serves your assignment. It is fuel for the journey I have set. It pays for the right tools. It opens the right doors. It frees your time so you can love well. It does not ask you to trade your peace for praise. It does not demand a voice you do not have. It helps you become honest and steady. It helps you bless and build. It expands your circle without breaking your core. You are living signs. The counterfeit courts you when you are tired. It arrives late at night when your guard is down. It uses scarcity as a lever. It says, you are behind, so bend. It offers a yoga that avoids character. It asks for a vow without accountability. When you speak of light, it changes the subject. When you ask for clear terms, it gives fog. Step back from fog. Step back from vows spoken with a shaking chest. The anointed comes with order. It pays attention to details without drowning your faith. It makes timelines that honor your body and your family. It gives you room to breathe and to ask. It brings a witness. A phrase repeats in your day. A small provision appears before the bigger ask. A mentor nods without knowing why. Peace keeps returning like a tide. Even your sleep grows sweeter around it. This is not fantasy. This is how I guide those who are willing to be led. Test the offers with 3 simple lines. Does this honor truth? Does this honor time? Does this honor trust? Truth means you can speak openly about it in light. Time means it does not trample your order. Trust means it welcomes counsel and does not punish your caution. If 2 of these fail, do not argue with yourself. The answer is no. I am not cruel with choices. I am kind with them. I am more invested in your future than in your speed. You asked me for wealth. I am giving you wisdom first. Wisdom keeps wealth from turning into chains. Wisdom keeps plenty from making pride. Wisdom guards joy from numbers. You will use what I send to lift, to heal, to build, to teach, to restore. You will not use it to race a stranger you have never met. You will not use it to prove your worth to a voice that never cared. Your worth was set before the first coin. Your value is older than your first yes. If you have taken bait before, hear me. I redeem. I cut the hooks. I heal the places where flattery slipped in. I return what was stolen and add understanding so it cannot be stolen in the same way again. You are not disqualified by mistakes. You are qualified by mercy and the steady choice to walk in light today. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I kept you through nights you do not remember. I will keep you as you rise. Now steady your hands. A way to attract the anointed provision is not a trick. It is a rhythm. Daily small acts. Daily clean gates. Daily stillness that lets my light settle on your steps. When you live in these simple patterns, the counterfeit grows bored and leaves. The true draws near and stays. The window is small, and these rhythms keep you ready when the door swings open at the quiet hour. We move now into easy practices that open your day to promise and close your night to fear. The habits are simple, but they are holy. Type 888 for holy reversal. At this hour I call you into small, steady rhythms that pull the promise close. You not look for a show. Look for a pattern. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am giving you simple steps that make room for the hidden fortune to find you without struggle. The window is small and time is moving, yet these habits slow the panic and quicken the right doors. Walk with me quietly and watch how light gathers in the corners of your day. Begin with early stillness. Before voices, before screens, before the world names you, let me name you. Sit for a few minutes and breathe. Put your hand over your heart and say, I am kept. I'm aligned. I am ready to hear. In that small hush I settle the dust. I set your pace. I point your eyes toward the gate with your name on it. The stillness is not wasted time. It is how you change the weather inside your house. Guard your speech in the first hour. Clean words. Clean choices. Clean gates. Speak truth that builds, not storms that break. Say less than you think when you are tired. Say more than you fear when you are called to bless. Your tongue is a key. Turn it toward life, and doors you could not push will open when you arrive. Heaven listens. Angels move when you agree with light. You do not need to shout. You need to be clear. Practice quick forgiveness. Do not let small offenses stack like stones at your threshold. Kick them gently aside. Say, I release that. Say, I choose peace. Forgiveness keeps your arms free to receive. Holding grudges makes full hands that cannot hold gifts. I am not asking you to ignore pain. I am teaching you to release it into my hands so it does not own your steps. Forgiveness is not for their sake alone. It is for your speed. Give a small gift daily. A kind word. A message of honor. A simple coin to a simple need. Generosity opens windows where walls stood. It tells your heart the truth. We are not ruled by lack. We are led by assignment. When you give small, you teach your soul that abundance is a flow, not a puddle. The hidden fortune you seek is not a hoard. It is a river. Rivers move through open channels. Keep your space honest. Make your bed. Clear the corner that speaks failure every time you pass it. Put papers in order. The way you tend your room teaches your mind to expect order when the door opens. I am not after perfection. I am after peace. When peace lives in your space, your body rests. When your body rests, your ears hear me better. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am preparing you to hold more without breaking. Choose one brave yes each day. A small message sent. A small task finished. A small boundary spoken. Courage once practiced, not pressure. Each yes is a seed. Seeds do not look like trees, but they become them. Do not despise the yes that seems too small to matter. The window is small, and small yeses slip through it and bloom on the other side. Close your day with gratitude. Write 3 lines. What I showed you. What you stewarded. What you released. Gratitude is not denial. Gratitude is alignment. It keeps your eyes on the light while you walk through the dark. It invites me to do again what I did today, and then to add more. Thankfulness oils the hinges of tomorrow's door. Keep your circle lit. Sit near those who bless your boundaries and refine your focus. Step away from those who feed your fear and mock your order. You are not arrogant for guarding your gates. You are wise. You are protecting a garden that will feed more than your house. Wings are spread over your dwelling. Light rests in your room. I surround you with angelic order, and my sword of light keeps watch while you sleep. When doubts rise, return to breathe. Return to the simple lines I taught you. I am Ket. I am aligned. What is mine will not pass me by. These rhythms are oars in a calm boat. They do not look dramatic, but they cross oceans. Practice them until they feel like home. The counterfeit cannot live in such air. The anointed provision finds it and stays. Soon you will notice signs that the hidden fortune is touching down. A call you did not expect. A debt that disappears. A door that swings with one clean yes. Peace moving like warm wind through your chest. Watch for these arrivals. We will name them next, so you do not miss what you prayed for. Top 999 for appointed doors and helpers. If these daily rhythms steady you, press like as an act of agreement. Share this message so a searching heart finds a clear path. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay aligned with future revelations. Your support helps this light reach those who need it. At this hour, the first edges of your answer are brushing your life. Do not miss them because they arrive like dawn and not like noon. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am teaching your eyes to notice the gentle landing of what you prayed for. The window is small and time is moving, but peace will slow the moment enough for you to step through it. Look for quiet shifts. Look for weight lifting without a cause. Look for softness entering rooms that were hard. You will see cancellations that make no sense on paper. The debt you carried will vanish or be reduced beyond reason. Fees will be forgiven. An invoice will be corrected in your favor. Do not argue with mercy. Receive it with clean thanks and careful stewardship. I am not teasing you with crumbs. I am showing you that the harvest has reached your border. Bless the first sheaf and more will follow. You will hear your name in rooms you have not entered. A gatekeeper will remember you at the exact hour you chose to stay faithful in a small task. The call you thought was lost will return. An email will arrive after a long silence with an open slot made just for you. This is not chance. This is appointment. I thread favor through calendars you cannot see. When it comes, answer simply. Do not oversell. Do not apologize for existing. Step in with steady voice and clear eyes. You will feel unusual peace standing beside decisions that used to shake you. Panic will try to tell you that calm means danger, because it is not used to quiet rooms. Do not believe that old alarm. Your spirit is learning the sound of settled ground. Peace that stays during questions is my signature. When you sense that peace, take one small, obedient step. Sign the form you already prayed through. Send the message you prepared in stillness. Buy the tool you budgeted for with counsel. Plant the seed you set aside for this moment. Faith is not a shout. It is a step. Expect order to rise. Keys will show up where you forgot you placed them. Transportation will line up without your forcing. Meetings will reschedule in ways that free your time. Friends who drain will become too busy to pull at you, and friends who build will text at perfect hours. Do not fight the rearrangement. I am shaping your days to carry more without breaking. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am removing small saboteurs before large blessings sit down. You will notice repetition. A phrase will follow you across platforms. A number will meet you at the right turn. A color will stand out in 3 different places with the same quiet meaning. These are not games. These are gentle flags planted by angels along your path. Ask me in a whisper, what does this mean for today? I will answer with a nudge, a person, a scripture, a simple certainty that does not shout. Trust the humble way I speak. I do not confuse my children to make them feel small. As provision touches down, so honor. Thank the helper quickly. Pay what is due promptly. Share the credit freely. Bless those who open doors even if you never meet them again. Honor announces that you are a safe steward. It multiplies favor without your chasing it. It disarms envy. It keeps your heart soft when numbers rise. The hidden fortune you carry will feed more than your house, and honor is the tablecloth that keeps the meal from the dust. Move when nudged. Not every nudge is a sprint. Sometimes the nudge is a gentle pivot. Change the meeting time. Adjust the plan by 1 step. Reach out to 1 person instead of 10. I am not measuring you by speed, but by obedience. The window is small, and obedience fits through it with ease. Pride gets stuck. Fear freezes. Obedience flows like water under a door. If fear flares as the blessing lands, speak to it like a child in a storm. Say we are safe. Say we are covered. Say heaven has seen what we cannot, and we will not hide. Breathe and bless the moment. Bless the room. Bless the future recipients of this increase. Fear loses its grip when you bless what it tried to break. This is how you keep your hands open without losing your boundaries. There will be a temptation to downplay what I do, to call it luck or coincidence, so you do not make anyone uncomfortable. Do not dim my light to keep old rooms calm. Speak plainly without boasting. Tell the truth about my care. Your testimony will be a map for someone walking behind you with tired feet. I did not deliver you to hide you. I delivered you to become a signpost. Soon we will guard what has arrived from sabotage, both from without and within, and then we will multiply it by blessing. The sword of light will stand at your harvest, and your hands will become safe channels for more. Type 1010 to walk in daily armor. At this hour I teach you how to hold what you have received without letting fear or envy spoil it. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I am placing my sword of light at the edges of your harvest. The window is small and time is moving, and sabotage loves small windows because it whispers fast and hides in familiar habits. Do not panic. Stillness is your first shield. Blessing is your second. Clear boundaries are your third. Hold these, and the nets that once caught you will tear as you walk. Fear is loud when favor lands. It tells you to hide your light or to swing it like a weapon. You neither. Place your blessing in my hands by saying, "This came from you, and I will use it in your way." Fear loses power when you return authorship. If fear still talks, reduce the moment to 1 obedient step. 1 call made. 1 receipt filed. 1 thank you sent. Fear wants chaos. Order is how you answer it. Clean words. Clean choices. Clean gates. Envy watches from the corners. Sometimes it lives nearby. Sometimes it rises inside. When you feel it, bless quickly. Say, I bless them to rise in truth. I bless myself to stay in peace. Blessing disarms comparison because blessing declares there is room. Envy feeds on scarcity. Blessing feeds on abundance. You cannot carry envy and gratitude in the same mouth. Choose gratitude and your hands will stay open without dropping what I gave you. Self-sabotage wears your voice to sound convincing. It says this is too much for me. It says I always lose it here. It says I will fail in the same place again. Answer it with small faithfulness. Keep your promises to yourself in the smallest tasks. Show up on time for your future as if it were a friend waiting for you in a chair. Put dates on your calendar for stewardship. Review, reconcile, respond. When you practice tiny integrity, large integrity becomes light work. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and I am not asking you for perfection. I'm asking you for practice. Guard your circle at harvest. Increase grows voices. Some come to help you build. Some come to borrow your weather. You do not need to be harsh to be holy. Be clear. Be kind. Be brief. When a request steals your peace, say no without an essay. When a partnership respects your pace and honors your boundaries, say yes without apology. Peace is a gate. Let it make decisions with you. Do not forget the secret of multiplication. Bless to disarm. Give to multiply. Stay small to grow large. Blessed to disarm means you answer curses with calm truth. If someone speaks against your rise, you say, "May light find them, and may light keep me." You do not throw stones at shadows. Give to multiply means you set aside a portion to plant into clean ground. You give with eyes open and counsel nearby. Staying small to grow large means you keep your heart low even when numbers climb. You remain teachable. You remain reachable. You remain honest in rooms that clap. I will show you where to sow. Not every soil is for you. Ask me before you plant. Look for order, accountability, and fruit that blesses more than one house. I will also show you where to rest. Multiplication includes rest. Rest keeps you from turning blessing into burden. Rest is faith that I can keep watch while you sleep under wings. When attacks come, and they will try, answer with two moves: reduce and return. Reduce the noise by turning off what feeds panic. Return the moment to me with one sentence: I return this to your hands. Then take a measured action that honors your assignment, not your adrenaline. Document. Clarify. Confirm. These are not fear moves. These are peace moves. My sword of light remains raised while you take them. Beware of pride dressed as urgency. Pride says, only I can fix this. Pride says I must speak now. Pride says, I know better than counsel. Pride breaks gates. Honor is stronger. Honor asks. Honor waits. Honor receives correction without crumbling. Honor multiplies because it invites my presence into the room. Where I am welcomed, provision gathers and stays. Remember the rhythm of secrecy and light. The counterfeit requires hiding to breathe. My blessing can sit in daylight. You do not need to announce everything, but you must be able to explain anything to the wise without shame. If a step demands silence born of fear, pause. If a step welcomes privacy born of wisdom, proceed. There is a difference, and your chest knows it. You will keep what you bless. You will expand what you steward. You will protect what you submit to light. I stand with you in the turning. The window is small, but your training has been real. Time is moving, but you are moving with it in order. Now that sabotage is disarmed and multiplication is set, I will place a mantle on your shoulders. You will not only receive, you will govern. You will not only be blessed, you will become a blessing by design. Type 1111 to bless and disarm. At this hour I place weight and wings upon your shoulders. You have received, and now you will govern. Heaven has seen what you cannot, so I trained your hands quietly for this moment. The window is small, and time is moving, yet governance slows panic and speeds purpose. I am not crowning you with noise. I am clothing you with order. Feel the mantle settle. It is light because it fits. Govern your time as a sacred garden. Each day is soil. Each hour is a seedbed. Appoint your mornings to light and your evenings to rest. Place the heavy tasks where your strength is strongest. Place kindness where your patience is thinnest. Protect two small spaces, one for stillness, one for stewardship. In stillness you hear me. In stewardship you align your minutes with your mission. Time is not your master. Time is your servant when you walk with me. I will show you what to carry and what to lay down. You do not need to do everything to do the right thing. Govern your speech. Your words are levers that lift cities inside your chest. Keep your yes honest and your no clean. Speak blessing before correction, and truth without cruelty. Refuse exaggeration, refuse despair. When you do not know, say, I do not know. When you learn, say, I have learned. Heaven trusts mouths that can admit both. Clean words, clean choices, clean gates. Let your sentences be short bridges that anyone can cross without fear. Govern your resources with joy, not dread. Money is a messenger. Teach it your assignment. Give first to keep your heart open. Save next to keep your future steady. Spend last to keep your impulses quiet. Label what flows in and what flows out so your river does not flood or dry. Ask wise eyes to look with you. There is no shame in counsel. Counsel is proof you plan to last. The hidden fortune I send is not a storm. It is a season. Treat it like rain that returns, and you will plant, harvest, and rest in right order. Govern your relationships with holy clarity. Draw a circle of truth tellers who can correct you without losing you. Keep near the ones who honor your boundaries and refine your focus. Bless and release the ones who demand secrecy, who trade in chaos, who call your direction a threat. Love does not require access when access breaks you. Mercy does not mean agreement when agreement breaks the assignment. You are not cruel when you are clear. You are courageous, and courage keeps gardens alive. Govern your attention like a king guards gates. Your focus is treasure. Do not spend it all in crowds, and then bring me scraps. Choose your inputs with care. What you watch shapes your weather. What you listen to sets your pace. Feed on light. Feed on wisdom. Feed on stories that enlarge your mercy and sharpen your integrity. When a screen steals your peace, shut it. When a book opens your mind to honor, open it again. You are forming a mind that can hold blessing without breaking. Govern your calling with humility. Your rise is not a proof of worth. Your worth was set before the rise. Your increase is not ammunition. Your increase is assignment fuel. Guard your heart from applause that tries to teach you who you are. Let my voice name you daily. You are mine before you are useful. You are loved before you are fruitful. Fruit will come. Fruit is coming. Fruit is here. but you remain a child under wings, a servant with a sword of light that protects, not wounds. Govern conflict with quiet strength. Do not litigate your soul in public. Do not argue with shadows. When wrong, do document and bless. When accused, answer once with truth and then return to your work. I will defend you where you cannot stand. I will vindicate you in rooms you will never enter. The window is small. Your focus is precious. Spend it on building, on healing, on teaching, on loving, on stewarding what I have placed in your hands. Govern rest with faith. Rest is not the enemy of growth. Rest is the ally of endurance. Schedule pauses before collapse schedules them for you. Lay your head under wings and sleep. I keep watch. I do not slumber. My sword of light stands at the four corners of your dwelling, north and south, east and west. Angels keep their post. Your silence in the night is a song of trust, and trust draws new provision with the morning. Now receive your commissioning. I call you a governor of peace, a steward of increase, a keeper of clean gates, a carrier of simple fire. Walk your lanes with a gentle boldness. Speak light into rooms. Set order without drama. Lift those I send and release those I do not. Multiply through blessing. Expand through service. This is your mantle. This is your joy. Soon I will seal what I have spoken. I will lay my hand upon your head with the final benediction. The hidden fortune will be secured. The path will be steady. The promise will be guarded as you move forward. Prepare your heart for the closing prophecy and blessing, for I am ready to bind this word to your days with peace. Type 1212 to rise into assignment. At this hour I lay my hand upon your head and quiet the room. The wind has served its purpose. The rain has done its work. The sword of light stands where it must, bright at the borders of your harvest. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and I declare the hidden fortune has found your path. It will not be lost in transit. It will not be delayed by old vows. It will not be stolen by rushing hands. I bind this promise to your days with peace. Hear me. What I release now is more than money. It is clean time returning. It is favor that fits. It is protection that does not sleep. It is wisdom that steadies growth. The window is small, yet you have walked through it with a steady heart. Time is moving, yet you now move with it in my order. Angels keep watch at the four corners of your dwelling, north and south, east and west. Their wings are a roof of quiet over your rest. I bless your steps to land on level ground. I bless your voice to carry truth without strain. I bless your hands to steward increase without fear. I bless your gates to welcome light and refuse what harms. I cancel the echo of shame and the rumor of scarcity. I place upon you a mantle of gentle boldness and a crown of sound judgment. Your house will be a sign of calm in noise. Your work will be a map for those who come behind you. When you wake, you will feel it, a self-certainty in your chest. When you move, doors will answer your knock. When you speak, clarity will settle. When you give, rivers will widen. I have aligned helpers, opened time doors, and marked your borders with bright mercy. What? Will. West. Rest. Repeat. This is your rhythm in the light. Receive this final seal. You are chosen. You are safe. You are loved. If you receive this message, type Amen. Type 144 to seal this blessing. If this closing blessing spoke to you, thank you for standing with this light. Press like to agree with the seal. Share this word so a searching heart can find the way. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay aligned with future messages. Your presence, prayers, and support help this mission reach those who need it most.